जस्ट पंजाबी ते फिर तुहाडा स्वागत है। मैं हाँ तुहाडी होस्ट गुरमीत सोधी GS with GS ते अज असीं तुहानूं शो लैके आ रहे हां जिथे असीं लेडीज़ नूं एम्पावर करांगे। That's right. There are a lot of women out there who are not represented well sometimes in different professions. हो सकता है ladies कई professions अंदर होन जिथे उन्हां नूं recognition ना मिलदी है या जदों तुसीं उस profession दे बारे च सुनदे हो first thing that comes to your mind is it's a man's world. Well, we're going to change that concept for you today. Asi tanu dikhavange ki it's not just a man's world out there. Believe it or not, there are women out there in this profession, in this industry. You just don't know about it. With that, we have wonderful guests with us today from New Jersey Independent South Asian Cinefest 2010, and we're going to talk about the South Asian women in the film festival that they're doing and how these women are in the cinema world out there, in the directorship, producing, doing everything that involves cinema. That's right, we are talking about the big screen, the silver screen, and how we women are taking charge up there. With that, मैं आपने introduce करानी है with Latha Sarthi. Hi Latha.
Hi, how are you?
Very well, how are you today?
Good, glad to be here.
Thank you, it's nice to have you. And Neha Mahajan. Hi Neha, how are you?
Hi Gurmeet, I'm good, thank you.
Nice to have you both with us here. Of course, wonderful ladies who are out here promoting other women and
Yes.
giving them a platform to speak. Now, let's talk a little bit of your involvement with this organization, and
Sure.
then you're going to tell us how your organization, every year you're doing something different, and this year your focus is on the women.
Right.
So let's talk about this. First, tell me a little bit about your organization.
Sure, the organization has been around for about 4 years.
Okay.
And it was the brainchild of Shakti Sengupta, who has an extensive background in film and theater. And he wanted to start something where we could really focus on the producers and the films that are not given the recognition that they deserve. They're not necessarily mainstream, they may be emerging directors.
Okay.
So he wanted to find a platform to do that. And I actually got involved about a year and a half ago.
Okay.
My background is in mainstream media. I've worked for major corporations in the US in marketing and market research, CBS and Rolling Stone. And all of that is really in New York, but I live in New Jersey. And there's so many South Asians in New Jersey. I said, there's got to be something I could do on a volunteer basis in New Jersey. So I started looking around for something, and I came across their website and approached them to volunteer, and was just really, really excited about the opportunity, because this is, from my perspective of actually having grown up here and seeing the South Asian community grow, I think that this is a great opportunity beyond perhaps like regional organizations or religious organizations to really foster arts in a very broad way.
Okay.
You know? So that's what really excited me about the opportunity.
Oh, okay. So you've been with them for a while now.
Yes.
This is your second year technically.
That's correct.
Okay.
That's correct.
And Neha, tell me कि आपकी involvement इस organization के साथ कैसी है? And tell us a little about that.
Okay, great. How I got involved with this organization was basically, I came into this country around 2.5 years ago.
Okay.
And since I have a background of working for a major news channel back home in India, मैं कुछ ढूंढ रही थी, कुछ करने के लिए, कुछ ऐसा जो मैं बहुत मिस कर रही थी यहाँ पे. And जब मैंने ये इनका classified एक देखा सुलेखा पे और देखा कि they are looking for volunteers, I literally jumped with joy, because this was something I wanted to do, having covered film festivals, almost a major part in my career. I was more than joyous to kind of go ahead and barge into this arena and get the whole feel. I mean, this is so nostalgic in the sense that you not only get to meet established filmmakers, directors, you also get to meet emerging ones, and you see the kind of passion that they bring along, and that is completely overwhelming. So I got involved in this, and believe me, Gurmeet, you really need to be part of such an organization. You really need to get involved as a volunteer to know, to see, and to feel it for yourself what I'm trying to say here.
Wow. So now you've been with this organization for about
almost a year.
Almost a year as
Yeah.
well. And your organization has been around for a while. Isko काफी साल हो गए organization को. Every year, हर साल, you guys are doing something different.
Yeah.
Introducing new ideas और कुछ ना कुछ अलग हो रहा है.
Yeah.
इस साल का जो आपका Cinefest है, which is coming up in October, right?
Yes.
So October में जो आपका Cinefest है, you're featuring the women, South Asian women जिन्होंने movies बनाई हैं, who've been in this industry, या जिनके बारे में about whom these movies have been made.
Exactly.
So tell me about that, because we're gonna go head on with this one, because I don't think when we think of movies, हम सबसे पहले women नहीं सोचते हैं. If you're talking about any movie out there or any film industry related to Bollywood, you're thinking of men.
Yeah.
Biggest producers, biggest directors, it's always a man.
Yes.
It's never a woman. And अगर women हैं, हम उनका नाम mainstream में नहीं सुनते. So tell me कि this year, why this curveball कि हम women की तरफ, we're gearing it towards that?
Gurmeet, the issue is that whether it is Hollywood, whether it is Bollywood or any other filmmaking industry, किसी भी industry में आप कितनी women को जानते हैं जो mainstream, आपने शायद फराह खान का नाम सुना होगा because she's such a big choreographer, आपने तनुजा चंद्रा का नाम सुना होगा जिन्होंने काफ़ी अच्छी फिल्में बनाई. But beyond that, if you try and Google women filmmakers, say, okay, if you try and Google for South Asian women filmmakers, believe me, आपको सिर्फ 15 या 20 नाम मिलेंगे.
Wow.
और ऐसा नहीं है कि काम नहीं हो रहा है, ऐसा नहीं है कि ये women नहीं हैं या इतनी ही women हैं. Women हैं, काम भी हो रहा है. It's just that they're not getting represented.
So this
It's a man's world.
It is a man's world.
Yes.
You're 100% right. At least in this industry, it is at least it's said to be a man's world.
Yes.
Okay, so now with your organization, you guys are trying to change the dynamics of that.
Right.
For this year at least, and I hope it continues forward for that. So what made you guys do that? And also tell me, statistically, how many women filmmakers are really out there?
I think, as Neha was trying to say, it's very hard to judge when you look at even mainstream cinema here in the US. You know that last year at the Oscars, it was the very first time a woman director won an Oscar.
I know.
Catherine Bigelow for The Hurt Locker. And that was a major event. So there may be 50, 100 filmmakers out there, but the recognition and the access they have to the machinery of, you know, getting their films known is difficult. And I think that what we find is with South Asian women, you have so much more of the gap of stereotypes.
The barriers still
The barriers, exactly. What is a woman supposed to do? What kind of role is she supposed to be in? And being a filmmaker, sometimes you really have to step out of that line and be outside of what society considers the norm.
Exactly.
So that was one of the major reasons we felt that, you know, there's so many important topics and there's so many women out there who are making films about their own situations or other situations of women that we really needed to focus on that. And so we have, actually we're still in the process of selecting films. We've gotten a huge amount of volume of films come in, but there's just, it's so exciting when you can see these women speaking for themselves, whether they're from, you know, a small village or they're very well educated women. There's so many stories out there, and that's really the impetus we had to do this.
What we are trying to tell